Hello everybody and welcome to the second episode of my Zookeeper series. In between episodes I have done a couple of things. I have messed around with these zoo signs and paintings, which pretty much, if I can find a little place, I'll probably just put them here for the moment, just to show them off. They're just little signs that would be in the zoo. There is bigger ones, like this zoo sign that I might put up on a poster or something. There is that one, just a whole bunch of text and stuff, a no smoking sign, some different world maps, and if I can find it, there, that one's really cool. I really like the elephant and the see-throughness of that one. So those are pretty much all that sign does. It's just like decoration themed around a zoo. Then we have the zoo painting, which is pretty much just all of the little animals that I can put in the zoo. So if I have, like, let's find one that I know is one of the animals, like this tree frog. If I have a tree frog exhibit, I can put this little tree frog painting right by it, just to show off, like, what exhibit it is. The next thing I did was I went to the Nether and found a Nether fortress. Hello! But now I'm getting ready to go out on a great journey to find all of the vanilla Minecraft mobs and bring them back here so that I can have all of their meats and resources. So I am just going to head out now. I think I am going to go somewhere in this direction, look on top of this mountain, head over to the desert, see if I can find a bunny, and then see where this desert takes me from there. I'm also going to pick up each of the different tree types that I see, and I want to get all of those, just so that I have them all, really, in case I ever want to use the wood. I do have a ton of dark oak that I accidentally turned all of it into dark oak planks, but that's fine. I'll use them at some point, obviously. And I got the dark oak acorns, which I will definitely be using. So yeah, I will just bring you guys back when I find each of the animals. Okay, so I have just come across a very, very sad problem. Yeah, I can't catch these guys in the nets. This is definitely an issue. Definitely an issue. So, I think the way that I get past that is I just simply take them. Can I transport them in my vehicle? I mean, it just went a whole bunch of water, but no. No, of course I can't. Okay, so I think the only way that I can do this really now is to make boats and just bring two back in boats, just kind of off and on with them. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's gonna take a little while, but don't really have a choice. So yeah, here we go. Let's go. Woohoo! Alright, so I found some cows, and I will just take these guys back home with two of them back home in a boat, and I will be back out here looking for more. And here are some pigs, so I'll take them in the boat, bring them back home. There are the chickens. We'll take them and bring them back home too. And actually, over here, so I have found I think you're a zookeeper, yep. So I am just going to casually kidnap this guy and bring him back home with me. I'm just gonna grab a net, and these guys will go in nets. What? You guys, I figured it out. I've been doing it wrong. I was right-clicking. You need a left click. Oh, okay, now I can catch the pigs, because I hadn't brought the pigs back because I saw the chickens. Okay, now I can bring the pigs and the chickens back. That's so nice. Okay. I have found two rabbits walking around in this forest. These guys are going to be a little bit harder to catch, but I should be able to grab them. There we go, there's one. Just going to catch the other rabbit, and that should be all of them. Alright, so I've made this little area down here. It's just going to be where the animals are stored, pretty much. Not like the zoo animals, but like the animals that I'm going to, you know. But anyway, this one is going to stay, and I'm just going to grab all these out. I collected the sheeps that were kind of just sitting up there and put them in these just so I could get them down here a little bit easier. So, let's see. We'll do rabbit. Nope. Rabbit. That one's empty. pig, empty rabbit. So there we go, there's the 2 rabbits. The sheep. Whoops, it's suffocating in the wall. We don't want that. No, 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 no. Oh, okay, well there's another one upstairs, so it's fine. It's fine. Okay, there's the sheep. And let's just put the rest in here. So we have pig. Boop. What? No. Oh. Okay, looks like we're gonna be getting another one. And chicken there, and then I'm just gonna go grab one more pig really fast. And there's the pig. So I'm just gonna keep breeding these guys up and keeping them happy. Very happy. Yes. Yes. I'm also gonna make a little area for my zookeepers to stay just until I have like a hut or whatever out in the zoo that they can stay. So for now, I'm just going to make a little area just like that, the one I made for the animals, probably on the other side, just to hold the zookeepers and all of them. There we go. I'm just going to push him in here. Hope that he No, you have to stay in there. Sorry, dude. This is your new home for the time being. You'll get a better one later, don't worry. But right now, he has the big cat vial and the pachyderm vial. I can buy these with the coins, and the coins can be made with gold and a gold nugget. So that'll make me 5 coins. So I will definitely get some coins if I ever need to trade with these guys, and I'm gonna expand out this room if I ever need more space for more of them. Alright, so I think I'm going to start on my first exhibit. And the first exhibit is going to be for those beautiful things over there, the giraffes. Because they're really close and they don't hurt me, quite honestly. So it's going to be really easy to make their exhibit. And I have been looking at this map, and this whole area is the area that I would like to make the zoo in. I can cut all the forest here, I can cut down some of this forest, and I can go up on top of this mountain if I need to, for extra space, which I probably will. I can even use this little area of water if I would like to have a full water area. I can cut out this piece of land and this piece of land and just have this be like a little water area. But for right now, I'm doing giraffes, so they're a land animal. So I would like to do I think what makes the most sense is to have this kind of be the entrance. And really, we're not going to actually have people entering, but logically, probably people could come from this land or wherever. I don't know what's over here. I haven't mapped that out yet, but probably just more land. But I think I want this area to be a parking area. So I can flatten down this hill, make some parking slots and everything, probably put some rivers around here, just to kind of make this its own little peninsula on the stretch of land, just so that I have a nice little cutout zone to the entrance. And then this area right here can be where I put up like the big zoo archway that all zoos pretty much have. And I think it'll be nice just because, like, we can make sure that no one will leave this area. I mean, obviously they wouldn't, but you can just funnel them all in. No one can, like, sneak into the zoo or anything. But the first exhibit should be probably here. So this will be, like, the entranceway. Maybe we can have, like, shops and stuff over here. And this will be the first exhibit. So this is where I'm going to build the giraffe exhibit, which is kind of nice because it's already pretty flat. I could just fill up these little lakes and make the exhibit there. So I am just going to go over there and begin to build their exhibit now, and I will bring you guys back when I get pretty far in that. Alright, so I have dug a giant room. And it took a very long time, and I don't quite know why I did it. But it's not finished yet. And so I'm gonna do one of those TikTok, you know, like where they jump up and it like changes clothes. Yeah, you've all seen it. You all know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna do one of those. So ready? Here we go. Oh, there we go. The farm area is all done. This is insane. This took so long because there was just like so much space I had to dig out, and like so many crops I had to place down. It was insane. But now we're gonna have so, like, we'll never run out. So I pretty much am just gonna wait for this all to grow. I'll harvest this occasionally. I won't need to harvest it that often because there's just so much of it. But I have 2 things of wheat, beetroot, sugarcane, pumpkins and melons, and then I have potatoes and carrots. I've already gotten
over 9 stacks of wheat. So looks like I'm going to be eating bread for a while because I don't know what else I'm going to do with that currently besides make the kibble. But that is going to be so helpful when I'm just making so much kibble because I'm going through so much so fast. So I've been looking at the giraffes, and they really don't seem to be losing any hunger or health or anything, and they haven't eaten any of the food in the little food container things. Now, I don't know if that means they're just eating the leaves off of the trees or if they can't get to it or what is going on here, because they haven't eaten any of it, and I don't know why. I thought they would be eating that. But maybe they're just like eating the leaves off the trees and that's it, because these trees do look a tiny bit weird and wonky, like they have been eaten off of. Like this one, that's not really how a normal tree would probably grow. So I think they're just eating the trees, because if I look at their diets, it's pretty much just tree leaves and fruit. So they're probably just eating a whole bunch of the tree leaves, and the barrels are probably just like holding this food that I don't need to have in here. So I'm going to take this out because the trees are feeding them all that they need to be fed. But if I find out that they do need the food, or they do start losing their hunger points when I take all of these out, I will see like what I can do about that. But I'm just going to see if I can silk touch a few of these leaves, and I cannot. So I'm going to grab a pair of shears, and I will be back here to harvest some of the leaves and put them into that food barrel up there at some point, so that if you wanted to come into the zoo and feed the giraffes, you can do that with the leaves, which is in their diet, and not the ungulate kibble, which is just used to tame them. Instead of, because I thought it was like taming and feeding, but they're just going to eat the tree leaves. So I'll just let them eat the tree leaves and leave it at that, really. Okay, so I have refilled up this area. The zookeeper that I had in here actually despawned, and I don't quite know why. Maybe I have to name tag them, but I don't really know why he despawned. It was kind of weird. But I filled it up with the villagers that were over at that village. That is right there. And sadly there was no librarian, so I cannot get any name tags, and there was no cleric, so there's no like redstone or lapis trades. But I had 2 leather workers, 2 butchers, 2 fletchers, and a fisherman. So I'm just going to keep these guys in here and expand it if I ever need to. I think the zookeepers I'm going to keep in the nets, and then just take them out when I want to trade with them. But other than that, I'm going to leave them in there. I'm going to see if these guys despawn, and if they do, no big deal. I can just get more. I left a few over at the village, but I don't know if they're still there or not. They might have gotten unalived by zombies, but there's like more villages around. There is this one over here, which I would like to revisit. It has one of these buildings, and those can give you some good stuff, and one in the village over here at spawn. Alright, so I am out here in the desert, and I am looking for the meerkats, and I have found a few, because the next exhibit that I would like to make is going to be the meerkat exhibit. So I'm just going to catch a ton of these guys, because they are very social creatures and they like to live together. So I'm going to catch a ton so that they can all live together all nicely. I just have to find maybe a few more would be nice. Are there any down here? No, they would have already died. So I'm just going to keep looking around. I know there's a ton in this desert because I've seen so many in here. So I'm just going to keep looking around, and I will catch a few more, and then I will head back home to make their exhibit. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you me, sounding like a gorilla and running from an anaconda. Okay. Alright, so the meerkat exhibit is all finished up. I think it looks really nice. I was looking at a ton of like real life meerkat exhibits, and they've all got like rocky areas. They're very rocky pretty much. So I decided like a yellow rocky desert area. And one of my favorite parts about this exhibit is it actually has these little tunnel systems. So there's one opening here, there's one opening there, and then there's one opening over here. So they can come down here whenever they want to. It's got this nice little like room back here, so they've got a ton of area that they can just kind of hide away. I feel like putting like a private-ish area in all of the exhibits is going to be very nice just for the animals' sake, because I feel like real animals, they don't want to be stared at 24/7. They should be able to have a place to go if they don't want to be stared at. I also really like these food barrels. They look so much better with all this. I think it's the sugar that's doing all of that. That pile-ish feature. I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that it's all full. That might be it. But I really like that. I like the look of these. They have a ton of food in them. They should never run out. Their diets are spider eyes and sugar. So I had a ton of all of that. So I just put it all in there. They should not run out of sugar. I'm going to make sure they don't drown in the water. I put some lily pads over it. They've got a water spot there, one over in that corner, and then this one out in the middle. I don't think they should drown, but if they do end up drowning, I can get more lily pads, put them over top, or even just get some cauldrons, honestly, because I don't want them dying. So, I don't think they'll drown, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to just get out all these meerkats, tame them all, and this exhibit will pretty much be set to go. I have tamed all 8 of these meerkats, and it took it took 51 kibble. That is insane. I had to make so much kibble just then. That is definitely one feature that I feel like is a tiny bit much. But they are all like hanging out around this glass, which I think is kind of cool, besides the fact that they're kind of like mushed together right there. Like it looks like there's just one of them, and right here there's 3 of them standing there. But that's okay. I think it'll still work. I forgot one definite part about this exhibit, which is the enrichment. So I'm just gonna, whoa, those are tall. Okay. Can you jump those? No. So that means they won't be able to jump those. Okay. So I'm gonna put another one up here. There we go. 2 scratching posts, a couple of balls, maybe just 2 of those as well. Whoops, I do not want to put it in there. Let's see, how do I pick the, okay. There we go. 2 balls in here, 2 scratching posts, and I don't know how this brush works, actually. I don't want to punch one of them, but, I will do some research really fast and see how this brush works. So it said that I could use the brush by just right-clicking an animal, and I don't think that I can use it on any of these guys because none of them are down enrichment. So if any of my animals get low and I need to like make them happier really fast, then I can use this brush and just quickly right-click them. But for right now, they are all very happy and healthy, and so that is really cool. This exhibit is all done. I really like it. It looks really nice, and the meerkats seem to be having a lot of fun. I did see a couple of them walk in and out of the tunnels back there, so that's really cool. And these guys are just so cute, and I love them. The giraffes are also still doing really good. I don't think that they have lost any enrichment. And I have just taken all of the food barrels out of here because they are just eating the trees. But yeah, all of these guys are also all good on their enrichment and food and water. So that's all really nice. All the animals are staying really healthy and really cool. So I think really quickly I am going to upgrade my backpack. I'm going to upgrade it to this obsidian backpack here because I really like the purple look of it. But in the end, when I get the final backpack I'm going to make, I would like to make the the dragon backpack, because this backpack pretty much, it just gives me effects. So it gives me water breathing, fire resistance, strength, and regeneration. So I'll pretty much be invincible whenever I'm wearing it. But until then, because I need the dragon egg to make that, I really like the obsidian backpack. So I am just going to put that on and take a look at it. That looks really nice. I really like the purple because it's my favorite color, and the black, it just looks really cool and a lot better than our original backpack did look. I also added a new mod to this mod pack that I'm using, and that is the butterflies mod, which pretty much just puts butterflies into the game.
I will obviously be making a butterfly exhibit somewhere in the zoo, probably around the area in the bug house or the reptile house, which is where I'm going to put the bugs. I will be linking that mod in the description with all the other mods. If you ever want to play along with it, you can just download all those mods, put them together, and there you go. You've pretty much got the same kind of world that I do. But I think that's where I'm going to end it off for today. We have built the giraffe exhibit and the meerkat exhibit, so a whole lot of progress has been made, and our zoo is finally starting to come together. There's the meerkat exhibit, and there's the giraffe exhibit. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from this series, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!